After 26 years on the lam, brother of famed Miami Cocaine Cowboy is arrested in Orlando. The brother of notorious cocaine cowboy Augusto Willie Falcon was arrested in Orlando on Wednesday after 26 years on the lam, evading a Miami indictment charging him with smuggling tons of cocaine into the United States in the 1980s. Gustavo Falcon, 55, also known as Tabby, was booked into the Orlando County Jail at 6:24 p.m. He is scheduled to have his first appearance in Orlando Federal Court on Thursday, before his expected transfer to Miami. He is the last of the cocaine cowboys. Barry Golden, a spokesman for the U.S. Marshals Service in Miami, said late Wednesday. Deputy marshals nabbed Gustavo Falcon and his wife, Amelia, at an intersection in Kissimmee after they had taken a 40-mile bike ride. Gustavo Falcon had obtained fake driver's licenses for himself, his wife and their two grown children, using Miami addresses, Golden said. The parents went by the name of Luis Rice and Maria Rice, he added. The marshals caught a break in 2013 when Gustavo Falcon got into a car accident in the Orlando area and used his fake ID with the Miami address. That led the marshals to trace him to his South Florida history. Gustavo Falcon and his family had been renting a Kissimmee home, which the marshals had under surveillance. They had been living in the Orlando area since 1999, which Golden said surprised the marshals because they had believed Gustavo Falcon was hiding in Mexico or Colombia all these years. We figured this all out a month ago, Golden said. We pulled his driver's license and saw it was the same Gustavo Falcon. Jim DeFeet of CBS 4, the Herald's news partner, first reported Gustavo Falcon's arrest on Twitter. Gustavo Falcon was last seen in South Florida in 1991 shortly before his indictment. Willie Falcon and his partner, Salvador Sal Maluda, were recognized as kingpins among the legendary cocaine cowboys who turned South Florida into a violent hub of drug trafficking in the 1980s. The pair used their speedboats not only for ocean racing, but also to haul loads of cocaine smuggled from Colombia and through the Caribbean to the shores of Miami. In 1991, a federal indictment charged the two Falcon brothers and Maluda, a Miami high classmate of Willie Falcon, and several others with smuggling 75 tons of cocaine into the United States between 1978 and 1991. The partners, known as the Boys, grew up in Miami as part of the Cuban-American community. In 1996, Willie Falcon and Maluda were acquitted of the charges, thought it was later discovered they bought off witnesses and at least one jury member. Maluda was retried and convicted of drug-related money laundering charges in 2002. He was sentenced to 205 years in prison, which was reduced to 195 years in 2006. After his partner's retrial, Willie Falcon struck a plea deal in 2003 with Miami federal prosecutors Pat Sullivan and Michael Davis on similar money laundering charges. Falcon, sentenced to 20 years in prison, is scheduled to be released in June.